These are your PlayStation Now games for April. Hello friends, welcome back to Hypergames. My name is Joseph and Sony has announced the PlayStation Now games for April, available starting today. Let's check them out. First we have The Outer Wilds, not to be confused with The Outer Worlds, both having been released with similar names around the same time. It's an open world mystery game about the solar system trapped in an endless time loop. As the newest recruit of the Outer Wilds Ventures space program, you are tasked with exploring different planets in search of answers, secret locations that change with the passage of time, and tracking down mysterious audio signals. It only has 8 reviews for the PS4 version, but they are mostly positive, with the press saying it was one of the best games that launched in 2019, with engaging gameplay design, exploration and storytelling, currently with an 82 on Metacritic. Outer Wilds also won several awards, including Excellence in Design at the 2015 Independent Games Festival Awards, Best Indie Game at the 2019 Golden Joystick Awards, plus Best Game and Best Game Design at the 2020 British Academy Game Awards. Next we have WRC 10 FIA World Rally Championship, where you can compete in career mode or against the community in daily and weekly challenges. It also features 4 new rally locations, 20 legendary cars, and more. There's only one review for WRC 10 on PS4, a 70 from Trusted Reviews, which said it's a great game if you are into simulation, but some decisions hurt the experience. The majority of reviews are on the PS5 side, which people say kinda the same about it, that is one of the best simulation games and one that celebrates WRC history, while some felt it's a little stagnant in terms of content. It sits at a 76 score, but as I mentioned, those are from the PS5 version, but content should be similar on PS4 without the technical improvements. Moving on, there's Journey to the Savage Planet, where you're also the newest recruit of an aerospace program and have to determine if a planet is fit for humans to live in by adventuring into the wild as you craft any equipment needed to learn from the flora and fauna. It can be played either solo or with a friend. Journey to the Savage Planet was received with mixed reviews to a 74 back in 2020, with critics praising its exploration and freedom with many secrets to discover that resembles a 3D Metroidvania, while some criticize its combat and the lack of payoff from gameplay and story. The last game is Werewolf: The Apocalypse Earthblood, an action RPG based on a tabletop game of the same name, where you control Kahal, a protector of Gaia who exiled himself from his tribe after losing control of his rage. However, he will have to come back after discovering they are in danger. As a human you can interact with other people, while as a wolf you can sneak around enemies undetected, and the third form as a werewolf allows you to unleash your rage and tear them apart. That all sounds good on paper, but according to reviews it doesn't seem like it's any good, with only 7 reviews to a 42 on Metacritic, with people saying it has somewhat enjoyable gameplay for the 14 hours it takes to beat if you manage to overcome repetitive sections, clunky dialogue, and distracting animations. Those are the 4 games we get this month. I think it's a fine month. Even if we have a bad game in Werewolf, there are 3 other good games, but it would have been cool if 2 of them weren't so similar. You can claim all these games starting today and none of them have limited availability. However, given that PlayStation Now is going away and merging with PlayStation Plus in June, this could change at any point. Just like we're losing about 20 games this week, including John Wick Hex that was added back in December and there was no notice about it being limited, and others like Amnesia Collection, Stealth Inc, and others you can see here. Plus GTA Vice City and Shadow Warrior 3, but those were announced with expiration dates of May and July respectively. This is very likely to continue happening in the following 2 months, given that Sony may not want to renew licenses for some games into the new service, or their deal may expire and they have to rework it. Looking at this list, for example, it doesn't make sense to keep WWE 2K18. So who knows, but if you have PlayStation Now and there's a game you want to play, keep an eye on the Games Hub, because there's a chance it could leave soon, so you can play it before that. If you don't have PlayStation Now though, and I mentioned this in my video covering Plus, you could technically stack yearly subscription if you manage to find a store that sells them. Considering that PlayStation Now users get moved into the premium tier, you get all the bells and whistles from the new PlayStation Plus for half the price. So there you have it, those are your PlayStation Now games for April. But what are your thoughts on this month's lineup? Which games are you playing from this list? And what games do you want them to keep for the new service? Share your thoughts in the comments below, like or dislike to show your feedback, check out other videos you may enjoy while you're here, including all the details on the new PlayStation Plus, and consider subscribing for more PlayStation content. Thank you so much for watching, my name is Joseph, this is Hypergames, and let's get hype!